We are bringing back the good suck thanks to number 45 Crumble Logos, the Prophet of Demolition.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at him. Let's go.
Thank you, Timaeus, for the deck idea. What does this do? Zombie Exceed. Level 2s. We'll be making this, and it's 2 or more level 2s. You could use as many as you want. 2200 attack. Once per turn, you could detach a material. Target another card in the field. While this monster is face up in the field, that target has its effects negated. And while that target is on the field, cards with the same name as that target and their effects cannot be activated. So a good way to summon this is going to be with your retainer. But Dkayed, I only see 2 retainers, 2 level 2s. Wrong. With your Vampire Desire, you could target any of your monsters, send a retainer from the deck to the graveyard, which will then turn the monster on the field into a level 2. Then you could summon the retainer from the graveyard and Exceed Shokan into the Prophet. You know what I really like in this deck? I really like making a Prophet with Spectral Sword. Dkayed, I am so sick of Shiranui, I know. I'm talking about their Spectral Sword. If you ever have your enemy controller take control of their Spectral Sword, it's so often that you will have a retainer to summon, then Exceed with their Spectral Sword. We did it. You'll see it. That is nuts. In addition to that, we are playing Master of Fusion. Twice per duel, we could use this skill. After we lose 1,000 life, we get to Palmerize. What are we Palmerizing into, and how do we lose 1,000 life? No Cosmic Cycle on this deck, but let's get to the Fusion first. Nether Soul Dragon. This card is nuts. Even if you have just one is enough. If you don't have this, you could instead play Plasma for the good suck. Up to you, whatever you have. So what this do is you use 2 zombies from the field or hand to the graveyard with the Palmerization. After returning a card in your hand back in the deck, you don't have to wait for the draw phase. You could do it right away. You summon this at 3,000. Now, if this battles a monster, you will reduce that monster to 0. That monster will not be destroyed by battle. You'll then summon a zombie token equal to the attack of that monster, and then you can attack again over them. So that is nuts, and the token will get boosted by your field spell plus 500. Now, how do we lose 1,000 life? Through the retainer or the familiar. They both will cost 500 life to summon them from the graveyard by sending a vampire to the grave, and they both search. The familiar will search for any vampire monster. The retainer will search for any vampire spell or trap. And the main way you're going to get them into the graveyard are through your Gazuki and your Samurai Skull. Both of them could send any zombie from the deck to the graveyard, which gets the deck going. If you're missing Gazukis, missing Samurai Skulls, you could possibly up your Vampire Desire count, as this is kind of like a Gazuki and or Samurai Skull, as it does the same thing, but it is a -1, unlike the Gazuki or Samurai Skull, but this could still work out really well. Now, besides that, one of the best parts of this deck is Vampire Vamp. If they have a monster bigger than this monster's attack, which is 2,000, on summon, you will equip their monster as your back row. You'll gain their attack, so at least over 4,000 attack, you will be good sucking 4. That is insane. And if it's somehow not lethal and you attack over another monster, maybe you could good suck some more damage with the Domain. Domain, when you deal battle damage with your vampires, you gain life, also allows you to perform an additional summon. You're going to use Domain a lot with your Grace. A really cool combo is with the Domain plus a Gazuki or a Sam Skull. The Domain will pay 500, so you could additionally summon a Grace, as the Gazuki or Sam Skull sends a Retainer and or the Familiar to set up and search a field spell and search for a Grace. Now, if you already have a field spell, you'll search for the Domain. Now, when you summon the Grace alongside the Gazuki or the Sam Skull with a Kingdom on the field, you will activate, declaring monster spell or trap. Your opponent must send one of those types from their deck to the graveyard and whenever they send a card from their deck to the graveyard, that will trigger your field spell to destroy any card in the field and send a vampire from your hand or deck to the grave. That pops back row, and with double Kingdom and double Grace, you could do 2 pops in 1 turn. Summon, pop, play a new field spell, summon another, pop. So if you have the domain for double summoning, or you could special summon the Grace with the effect of Gazuki, sending a Gazuki, then banishing a Gazuki, or banish with the Gazuki another zombie to summon it from the hand. That also works out well. The second effect of Desire is you could target a vampire in your graveyard, send a monster you control to the grave. If you do, special summon the targeted monster, so that's another way to whip out your Grace. Or if you summon your vampire Vamp, you then normal summon another vampire that will trigger her good suck. And to wrap it up, the Vampire Takeover is going to be the core card you're going to possibly be setting up on your first turn with your Retainer, as it plays the field spell from your deck and summons a zombie from your graveyard onto the field. It's really protective, so do focus on that. I never really touched the other Xyz, but I'm sure maybe you will. I do think you should at least put a Trushilla in here just in case you get over floodgated. If you have access to it, use whatever Xyz you want. Otherwise, you're making the profit. Love it. Vampire Vamp with the Xyz. Don't forget to good suck. I should read it.
My turn. Come on now.
22, once per turn, detach.
I activate my monster.
Then target one other face up on the fields. While this face up on the field, that target has its effects negated. While that target is on the field, cards of the same name and their effects cannot be activated.
My turn.
Okay, let's go. Gozuki. If he hits the Retainer, then we're okay.
Come on out. I summon a monster in attack position. From my hand, I activate a spell.
Send. Okay.
My monster
Familiar.
activates.
Okay. Activates. Okay. I think we're just walling up. I think we walling up. I think I want to grab the Vampire Desire. I'm not going for any crazy lethal. I think we're just going to grab the Takeover. Could have been lots of big plays if we wanted to be unsafe. I'll tell you what we could have done, okay? Not going to use a skill. And we should be safe like this. So what we could have done is grab the field spell, activate the skill, send a Kazuki, banish the Retainer, summon a Grace. So we'd have Grace, Fusion, and a Retainer. Activate the Grace, pop a card in the fields, then probably win. Probably win, but double back row, I was like, nah, let's not trip ourselves up over that triple back row. Let's do this instead. Raigeki break.
I activate my trap card.
Yeah, why did you do this to me? Why would you do this?
Give me your strength.
Retainer. I don't even know what's good. What's good? Okay, that Retainer goes to the graveyard. The other ones get banished.
Heroes are far su- I draw.
Oh! I could Econ take, and then I could Exceed with it, but I want to take out his back row.
From my hand, I activate.
I got to take out a back row before we Econ take.
I activate.
Focus. Focus, focus, focus!
tribute summon a monster.
We'll have him send a trap. A trap from the deck to the grave. Activate.
Monster's effect activates.
You must send a trap from his deck to the grave. Then we destroy a card in the field. We're going to exceed with the spectral sword.
I activate a
Oh,
spell.
jeez, freaking Canadia. Pop, pop, pop it.
Won't let you do that.
Chalice. Okay, come on, buddy.
Down card. I activate a quick play spell.
We got big plays. Big plays, big plays, big plays. Big, 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 big plays. Big, big plays.
My
Activate.
monster's effect activates.
Send.
Here it comes.
Activate.
My monster's. My monster's effect
Activate.
activates. Come on out.
Activate.
Monster's.
Oh, my life points are gone.
From my hand.
Field spell soft once per turn. Once per turn, soft. Soft. Who's feeling soft? Stop. What are you doing? Tributes. Tributes.
I tribute summon a monster.
Won't let you do that.
Canadia.
Play my face.
Canadia. We gotta stop the Canadia in the grave. Stop the Canadia in the grave from being summoned. Yoink!
Play spell.
It's mine. It's mine. Let's go. Overlay exceed Shokan. Yes.
You're about
Ooh. Wow. What the? What? Okay. We wiped out all the back row.
monster.
Wow, double grace, yoink, exceed. Yes.
Believe in your moves.
Yes.
You can never become a
Let's
true
go.
duelist.
From my hand, show yourself.
Let's go, let's go. Uh-oh, DD Crow. Got a DD Crower. Thank you, a lovely squirrel, for the song. What's the song keep skipping? I don't know. I guess it's at the end of one of my hype songs. Fortune Lady Every. Let's go.
My destiny heroes are far superior.
Econ. Let's focus. Let's focus.
I activate it. Here it comes. My monster's effect.
What do I want to send? You. Yeah, you.
Monster's effect activates.
Does he have a DD Crow? No, no, no.
Look and learn. My monster's effect. My monster's effect activates.
Send the Vamp.
Give me your strength.
Get retaining. Could be like an exceed, yeah? Just for the funsies?
From my hand, I activate
Take a big old yoink. Vampire. Vamp. Wait, why didn't we go for lethal? I guess we should. YOLO lethal. YOLO lethal.
I tribute my monster's effect.
Yoink, we don't get a boost from this. No boost, no boost. I wanted to exceed with this, but we're like, nah, we're just,
Time to
we trolling.
crush him.
He's got something though.
You direct.
Gain. Okay, negate the damage, will win next turn. That's fine. That's fine, that's fine. Oh my god, Bacon? I didn't even see Bacon in the grave.
It's not over.
Yeah, we had other ways to lethal. We got sloppy because I wanted to get past this duel. Alternative evolution, let's go. She comes back. She come back.
Alternative white dragon can destroy your
My monster's effect activates. Come
Back
on
we go.
out.
Back we go. Back we go.
Special summon a monster.
2K, easy.
I summon a monster. Join me.
Yes, make a Vermilion. Make a Vermilion.
I activate my monster's effect.
Pop me again. How many times are you gonna pop me? You could not stop me. You don't have a blue eyes in the hand, no way. No way, no way, no way.
I'll
Get battling, that's right.
get out of my eye.
Summon a spirit to banish the domain. Okay.
Dragon spirit of white's effect. I've
My
had
fate
enough of
isn't
your
finished
tricks.
yet. I draw.
End my
Econ.
My monster's effect activates.
Do I have a tuner? No way.
Look and learn. My monster's.
I think we just don't make any crazy plays right now. Do we win with the thing? We win with the thing. The thing wins the thing. We win with the thing. We win with the thing. The thing wins the thing. Let's win with the thing. The thing wins the game.
Polymerization.
All right,
Get me.
let's go.
I fusion summon a monster. Let's battle.
You got nothing.
My monster's effect activate. Get you your strength.
Holy moly, this deck, nasty. Nasty. How is returning Econ ever the correct play? That does not make sense. How do you return Econ for the play? How? How? That makes no sense. All right.